Hey yo, what's going on? YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, your podcast, my podcast. Welcome inside now. That's hilarious. I am your host, Hilarious D. And today, man, we got something special for y'all. I haven't done one of these in a minute. I don't think I've done one in a very, very long time, if any. We're going to discuss 3 topics in the same show. Headliners. These are headlining topics. 2 very, very similar but different topics coming up here on the show. But how y'all doing? Wherever, whenever, however you're watching or listening to this podcast. If you see all the graphics on the screen, of course you're watching on YouTube. If you see just my logo on the screen, just hear my voice, could be listening on Spotify. So how y'all doing, man? Get active in the comments as always. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I want to hear from y'all. So good morning, good afternoon, good night, good evening, all that good stuff. Valentine's Day is around the corner. So in the comment sections or send me a message right here on Anchor. What y'all doing for Valentine's Day? What Valentine's Day traditions do you and your partner, husband or wife, follow on Valentine's Day, if any? How long have you guys been together, and if anything has changed over the years? Good things, of course. And let me elaborate. And what I mean is, when you're younger in a relationship, you tend to want to go to the movies, go out to eat, go to the club, go to a Valentine's Day dance, parade, whatever. The older we get, we tend to want to just stay home and watch a movie. So if you are in those very, very peak golden years of your relationship, what do you guys do for fun? What do you find fun as a couple in general and on Valentine's Day? Me, myself, I'm 31 years old now, so I can still get up and cut a rug, go watch 4 movies in one day, sit at home and watch movies all day. It doesn't matter to me. But also, I'm starting to get a little seasoned, y'all. When you get in your 30s, you start getting seasoned. You just at that point of being done, So, I just want to just spend time with my partner. So I just want to spend time with her. There's nothing more important than time spent. We don't have a lot of time, y'all. Don't let nobody lie to y'all out here. We don't have a lot of time. Time is precious. Time is priceless. And it shouldn't be taken for granted. So even if you are single and you don't have anyone to spend with intimately on Valentine's Day, spend it with your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, your uncle, someone you don't talk to like that, someone that you want to build a stronger bond with. You don't have to just be about having a boyfriend, girlfriend, or wife doing sexual things on just one day. It's 364 days left in the year. I'm pretty sure you can find a day to do all that good stuff, not just on Valentine's Day. So yeah, that's the first thing I want y'all to take away from this podcast is spending time is very, very important nowadays. We are in 2023. Time is winding down. We don't have a whole lot of time, y'all. So get right, enjoy it, and don't take it for granted. That's what was the question? Oh, what do you guys find fun as a couple on Valentine's Day? What are some traditions that you guys do as a couple? Get active in the comment section. Leave me a message right here on Anchor, and I'll respond. And who knows? Maybe you'll see your comment or response on a future podcast. So Valentine's Day. Still sticking with this first topic of 3. It's a very, very controversial holiday. If you go back and look at the life of Cupid, he was a baby who went around shooting people with arrows to make them fall in love. Is the basic, but go look at his life and you'll see what I'm talking about. But the controversial part Is Valentine's Day a 100% day split between the male and the female, or is it 75, 25, 60, 40, 100% for the woman, 100% for the man? Well, if you're asking me, Valentine's Day is geared and dedicated for both, but women tend to take Valentine's Day more seriously. Of course, men, we take it too, especially if we're in a relationship. We're trying to find that perfect gift for her on that day. But women, they can get dressed up. They can decorate the house, decorate for a party, decorate themselves, get dolled up, look nice. That's what you women do 365 days a year, honestly. But they go a little extreme on Valentine's Day, especially if they are with someone or maybe looking for someone that night. Men, we tend to be like, it's Valentine's Day. Let me go ahead and get her this other piece of jewelry that she doesn't have yet. Let me go find this teddy bear, this box of candy, and what have you. Oh, it's just Valentine's Day. It's going to be a whole bunch of single women or not in the club at this party, Everybody has their own way of approaching Valentine's Day. Me personally, single or in a relationship, I approach it just like any other day. Valentine's Day is not just one day of love. Every day should be a day of love, especially if you are married and or in a committed relationship. Just my opinion. Fathers and mothers out there who necessarily don't spend Valentine's Day with your kids. That's a wonderful day to spend Valentine's Day with your child. Especially, myself, I don't have any kids, but if I had a daughter, me and her would do something during the day of Valentine's Day. So she would get the concept and know that Valentine's Day isn't just a day for her to have sex with a random man or a man in general, or whoever she decides to be with. It's a day that's supposed to be dedicated to love. So let me take you out as my daughter, so you'll get the full concept that this day is dedicated to you and whoever you are dealing with, and whatnot. Hopefully my wife, future wife, and our son, she would take him out and show him that, hey, on this day, you treat a woman like this. It's not just a day for you to try to get some and not truly understand the meaning of love or where Valentine's Day even comes from. So just another little quick side note. So Valentine's Day can be fun, y'all. And also it's controversial because it's a sad day. A lot of people get depressed around this day because they don't have anyone or they remember someone that they used to date around this time. So if you're single and you don't have anyone on Valentine's Day, Hilarious D loves you. I am your friend. I'm your brother, your uncle, your cousin. I can send my love and support to you. Happy Valentine's Day. You all are my Valentine. Keep your head up. Stay cool, stay calm, stay confident. And on that note, we're going to pay some bills and get into our second topic of the day. Tony Romo. See y'all in a bit. Welcome back, y'all, to Now That's Hilarious. We can call this a Valentine's Day edition. We doing it, we do a special. Valentine's Day edition, special, whatever word you want to insert there. We're doing it big for episode 3 in season 3. So, yeah, y'all, Tony Romo, former NFL quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, now CBS color analyst, in the news, major headlining news for being accused for saying the N-word on national TV during the Chiefs and Bengals game, I believe. So, let's take a moment and listen to this clip. Those of you listening on Spotify and Apple, you won't be able to hear the clip, but we're going to keep on talking about it anyway. So those of you on YouTube, let's pause a minute and here's the clip.
Extra yards, the tough yards, the finish on the play. Right there, you got 3. You talked about this is the best
So there go the clip. And now you have what he said. Now you hear it. Now you've heard what you heard. Now come up with your own opinion. Again, get active in the comments. Did Tony Romo say the N-word? If he did, how do you feel about it? So now let's uncover it. Let's cover it a little bit more. For starters, I'm not offended by this. What? Yeah, I'm a black man. Yeah, I know what the N-word means, both in the black community and outside of the black community. But I'm not bothered by it, guys. I shouldn't be bothered by it. It's 2023. We are no longer enslaved mentally or physically. If we are still enslaved mentally or physically, then we are carrying out what they wanted from slavery. That's for us to be broken, still dependent on the rules and guidance of slavery, and still traumatized by it. But we're not. We have multi-billion-dollar men and women in the black community. We have lawyers, doctors, athletes, everything that they did not want us to be in the black community. We have some type of representation in those fields. So keep that in mind. We got to head up in the community. So here's why I'm not bothered by it. I'm a black male from Baltimore, Maryland. I went to public school all my life as a blind/visually impaired person. I've dealt with urban children. I've dealt with urban teenagers, and now I'm dealing with urban adults in the black community. I am possibly called the N-word multiple times a day by my friends as a term, or used as a term of endearment, is what the black community says we use the N-word to one another for. As we're visited by guests, it never fails. So typically in the black community, we use the N-word as a term of endearment, insert word here. Hey, what's up, bro? What's up, homie? What's up, yo? What's up, whoever? Insert the N-word there, term of endearment. Not in my book. It's 2023. The N-word should no longer be used as a term of endearment. The N-word was not designed to be endeared, if that's a word, a term of recognition. So why keep that word around? That word was used to degrade, discriminate, de-euthanize, whatever word you want to use in there. That's what that word was designed to do during slavery of Africans and blacks. Come on, truck, keep on going. You're interrupting the podcast. At least you can say hi to the people. So it's not a word of endearment. It's really a word that remains around because that's what it was designed for. It was a word to be used to remain around so that we can be remembered and tortured with the brutality of slavery. I can only be honest with you guys. I can't be doing a podcast and not be honest. Do I use the N-word? Yes. Should I not use the N-word? Yes. I'm working very, very hard to stop saying it. That's my goal. I can't teach it and not preach it. So, my people, if you're listening, we all got to stop saying it. If we stop saying it, then they will stop saying it. Then it will no longer be a question if it's right or wrong. If we stop saying it and someone uses it, now it's completely wrong. That word is obsolete. It should be anyway. So I say this, I'm gonna keep this one short. And I said what I said. Feel how you want to feel about me. I am 100% black. I love my roots. I love my heritage. I love my culture. But I'm not going to step here and say I agree with everything that we do. We can't call each other this word and then get mad when someone outside of the community uses that word. They're saying, well, you guys use it for yourself. Why can't I use it? Oh, well, you're not black. You're white. You're Mexican. You're Japanese. You're Chinese. You're Honduran. That doesn't really matter. Like, a word is a word. It means just as much as saying the B word. Oh, a bitch is a female dog. Yes. So why call a human woman that word. She's not a female dog. So is it used for a term of endearment or is it used for correct terminology? No. It's used to hurt that woman. It's used to degrade her. So the N-word was used to hurt blacks, male and women. Back in the day during slavery of Africans and blacks, when a slave would pass one another, men, they wouldn't say, hey, what's up, N-word? Yo, my N-word, what's good? They would nod to one another or tip their hat to one another to show them respect because they were two men. They weren't just an N-word. They were two men. So what do you do when you see another male? You tip it. You tip your hat to him. You nod to him. You give him a high five, a handshake, a fist pump to show them that, hey, you are a brother. You are a male. And more importantly, you are a man. You are somebody. So moving away from this, Tony Romo, if you hear this podcast one day, you did not offend me. I am a black man. You said what you said. We cannot judge you for what happens behind your closed doors, how you speak in your friend circles. We only can say, hey, CBS, Tony Romo, you dropped the ball on this one. You know, heat of the moment. You got to control yourself a little bit there. And before I close on this subject, guys, if anybody listening to Tony Romo commentate the games, he makes some very, very absurd and weird noises in some of his explanations of plays and things that happen. So I think this was probably a TV, in my opinion, it could be a TV error. And CBS not catching it right away to be able to blur it out. If they do blur it out, then of course, we're wondering, oh, what did he say? Did he say the N-word? It just makes it so much worse if they blur it out. Because if you go listen to the clip again, you can say he says, and then it immediately goes to another explanation of what happened on the play. Because usually if somebody don't mean to say that word or they catch it, they're like, I almost said that there, so could be a TV error. Tony Romo, you did not offend me. Just got to do a better job of keeping your composure. Black people in the black community, no reason to be mad. If you're mad, you're only mad because it was publicized. It was caught on TV. Everybody heard it. If CBS did not catch this, or he doesn't even say it, we not having this conversation. So let's go pay some bills, y'all. And we're going to come back with the events that's going on in Memphis. We just going to touch that. I'm not going to talk about it in depth out of respect for the family. I'm just going to give my thoughts and opinions on it. That's going to be quick as well. Just got some few things to get off my chest about it. And then we're going to wrap it up and get out of here. This is Now That's Hilarious Valentine's Day special. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. See y'all in a bit. Welcome back into Now That's Hilarious Valentine's Day special edition. Next topic that we're talking about, the events in Memphis where the black male was brutally beaten by 5 black officers. No need to go in details. Not going to show that video out of respect for the family and the deceased. All I'm going to say is now, people of the black community, we have to do better, both as leaders in the community and people of the culture. We can't now say that all officers are bad. These were 5 black men against 1 black male. So what does that mean? Looking at black on black crime. Derek Chauvin was a white officer. The officer that killed George Floyd, white officers. Freddie Gray had a black person involved in it with other white officers. Mike Brown, white officers. You take color out of the equation, and I say this in my private life, and I say this to you all. Take color out the equation. This was a life that was lost for no reason. Life is so devalued nowadays, it's not even funny. It's not even I can't even wrap my mind around how people devalue a human life in all situations. Gang violence, domestic violence, sports. We sit around and when it's not our people doing it, we point the finger in so many different ways. You know, we up and we mad because it was a white man that killed a black man, a white woman that killed a black woman. But what do we do when it's our own people killing our own people? Nothing. And for those of you still standing on your soapbox in the same light as if it was a person outside of the black community, I applaud you. Stand on that box. Stand on that platform. It's not right either way, whether it's black, white, purple, green, or blue. We got to do better in life, people. I'm talking to you guys as people now. We got to love one another. We were put here to take care of the earth and take care of each other. Hug your mother, hug your father, hug your brother, hug your sister. Hug your friends. Let them know you love them. There are people who leave out every day and don't return, no matter what color. We got to do a better job taking care of our neighborhoods as a community. We can't want people to fix our neighborhoods if we're still tearing them down. We can't want people to clean our streets if we're not cleaning them ourselves. This man should not have lost his life. United States government, you got to do a lot better. We have to find a way to change or tweak the training procedures for armed forces and police forces. You know, there's a woman who lost her son, a father who lost his son, someone who lost their brother, their sister, their boyfriend, cousin, you name it, he's gone. They don't have that person anymore. And life taken away prematurely, not by the hands of God, by the hands of another human. So that tells you right then and there that life valued by the human race isn't high. Ladies and gentlemen, do better in your community. If you want your voice to be heard, get out there. Find a way to get out there and be a public figure, but be a positive public figure. Preach what you teach. Ladies and gentlemen, that's hilarious. I'm Hilarious D. We coming right back to get up out of here. Thanks for watching. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back in. Wrapping up the show now. We've talked about Tony Romo. We've talked about Memphis. We talked about Valentine's Day. So a little bit of a change of pace for y'all, a little curveball for y'all. Just wanted to see how this episode would do, how I felt about talking about different topics in one episode. I plan to do better with that and do more of these types of podcasts. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting. A like help. I'm not asking you guys for money. A like helps. A subscribe helps. A share helps. A comment helps. I don't mind talking to you guys. I'm not one of these content creators who won't respond back. Those of you who do leave comments on the videos, I see them, and hopefully you see my response back. So keep responding, y'all. Do what y'all do. Keep supporting me. I'll keep pushing these out. If you need to get a hold of me, you can reach me at denzelfergus@gmail.com. I am everywhere at HilariousD. On Instagram, hilarious_D, single lowercase D _410. TikTok, hilarious_D_410, where you can see my comedy videos and more. And DEE _food, FOOD on TikTok as well. Oh yeah, we expanding, y'all. We expanding. So thanks for watching. Now that's Hilarious. I'm Hilarious D. We gonna get a little bit fancy on YouTube. We got commercials coming. We got special guests coming and whatnot. So y'all stay tuned, man. As always, stay cool, stay calm, stay confident. Tell someone you love them. It's getting crazy out here, y'all. I love y'all. Thanks for supporting me. I am Hilarious D. Peace.